Have you ever noticed how no matter how much you prepare for a long flight, downloading movies, packing snacks, even booking what you think is the perfect seat, you still end up landing drained, dehydrated, and wondering why the whole thing took such a toll? It's frustrating because on the surface you're doing everything right. You followed the advice, you packed, you prepared, you showed up early. But when you finally step off that plane, you don't feel ready to explore your destination. You feel like you need a whole extra day just to recover. The truth is, the way you prepare, the way you move, and even the way you think about flying silently dictates how comfortable you'll be. And most travelers don't realize how much of their discomfort can actually be avoided. So in this video, I'm going to break down 9 must-know tips, plus a few bonus secrets, that will help you not just survive, but actually thrive during long flights into our 25. By the end, you'll know the common mistakes almost everyone makes, how to fix them, and how to finally land feeling truly refreshed instead of wrecked. Tip 1. Choose the right seat. Your seat is the single most important decision you'll make before the plane even takes off. For the next 8 to 16 hours, this small space is your entire world, your home, your office, your dining room, and your bed. It's a crucial choice that sets the tone for your entire journey, impacting your comfort, sleep, and mood. This choice determines whether you arrive rested and ready to explore, or exhausted and irritable. But here's where most people get it wrong. They either go with the cheapest option or let the airline assign them randomly. That's how you end up in the dreaded middle seat. Arms bumping into strangers, no wall to lean on, and no easy way to get up. Others fall into a different trap, assuming bulkhead or exit row seats are automatically the best. But bulkheads often have no under-seat storage, and the tray tables in the armrests can make the seat feel narrower. Plus, they're often near galleys or where baby bassinets are placed. Exit rows have their own issues. The seats in front often don't recline, and you have to accept the serious responsibility of operating the door in an emergency. So what should you do? Think about your priorities. If your goal is sleep, the window seat is your best friend. You can lean against the wall and control the light. If you want freedom to move, choose the aisle so you're never trapped. Before you pay extra, become a seat detective. Use apps like Seat Guru or Aeroloper. Enter your flight number to see a detailed map. Look for seats marked in red or yellow. They have drawbacks like limited recline or proximity to the lavatory. This simple check saves you from wasting money on a premium seat that's anything but. Tip 2. Pack smart by compartmentalizing. Packing smart isn't about bringing the most stuff, it's about bringing the stuff and keeping it accessible. There's nothing worse than realizing your essentials are buried in a bag in the overhead bin. The biggest mistake is cramming everything into one overstuffed carry-on. This bag gets jammed under the seat, eliminating legroom, or you're forced to dig through it in the aisle. The pro move is a 2-bag system. Your larger carry-on goes in the overhead bin. Your smaller personal item goes under the seat, and inside bag you have your secret weapon, a dedicated flight kit. This is a small pouch containing everything you need. Don't rely on the airline. Amenity kits are rarer and often low quality. A scratchy, thin blanket or flimsy earbuds. You have to be self-sufficient, so what goes in this kit? First, comfort essentials, a quality contoured eye mask that doesn't press on your eyelids, and true noise-cancelling headphones. These are non-negotiable. They don't just block out crying babies or chatty neighbors. They actively reduce the constant low-frequency engine drone that causes subconscious stress and fatigue. Next, personal care to combat the dry air. Lip balm, moisturizer, and hand sanitizer. Add a travel toothbrush and toothpaste to feel refreshed before landing. Then, your health, a pair of compression socks is a must. They improve circulation, reducing swelling and the risk of dangerous blood clots or DVT. And always pack a pen for customs forms. Finally, your tech, a portable power bank and charging cables. With this kit, everything you need is in one place. Tip 3. Master your in-flight fuel. The cabin environment is one of the harshest places for your body, and the main battle is hydration. At just 10 to 15% humidity, the air is literally drier than the Sahara Desert. Your body loses moisture with every breath, leading to headaches, fatigue, dry skin, and a scratchy throat. This extreme dryness also significantly worsens the effects of jet lag upon arrival. The most common mistake is relying on the drink service. That tiny cup of water every few hours is nowhere near enough. The second mistake is choosing the wrong drinks. Many sip alcohol to relax or coffee to stay awake, but both are diuretics. making you lose more water. Plus, alcohol's effects are amplified at altitude, so one drink can feel like two, leaving you groggy and dehydrated. Now, food. Ever wonder why airline food is so salty? At 35,000 feet, low humidity and pressure dull your taste and smell by up to 30%. Airlines overseason food to compensate. The result is you eat a heavy, salty meal that causes bloating and sluggishness. So here's the strategy. First, take control of your water. Bring a large, empty, refillable bottle through security and fill it at the gate. On the plane, ask flight attendants to refill it. Aim for 1 liter for every 6 hours in the air. Second, rethink your food plan. Eat a healthy meal at the airport. For the flight, pack your own lighter snacks. Almonds, fruit, protein bars, or a simple wrap. Graze on these snacks instead of eating one heavy airline meal. This keeps your blood sugar stable and ensures you land feeling far more human. Tip 4. Move and stretch. This one is non-negotiable. After just 4 hours of sitting, your circulation slows dramatically. Your calf muscles, which act as a second heart to pump blood back up your legs, are completely inactive. Think of your veins like a river. When you're immobile, the flow becomes sluggish, which leads to stiff joints and swollen ankles. In rare cases, it can even increase the risk of deep vein thrombosis, or DVT. Even if you're perfectly healthy, your body suffers. The mistake many passengers make is staying glued to their seat, often out of politeness. They don't want to disturb their neighbors, so they sit completely still for hours. Others cross their legs, creating a physical roadblock for blood flow. So the solution is simple. Set an alarm for every 2 hours. When it goes off, stand up and walk the aisle. If you're trapped in a window seat, perform stealth stretches. Do calf pumps by pressing your toes down and lifting your heels. Rotate your ankles, roll your shoulders. These micro movements are incredibly effective. And finally, wear compression socks. They're not just for older travelers. They use graduated pressure to help blood flow and are a game changer for any long flight. Tip 5. Entertainment and tech. In 2025, more airlines are phasing out seatback screens, putting entertainment squarely in your hands. The biggest mistake is assuming the airline has you covered. Passengers board with nothing downloaded, expecting reliable Wi-Fi or a vast movie library. But here's the reality. In-flight Wi-Fi is notoriously spotty and often cuts out completely over the ocean. And the movie selection, it's usually a handful of films you've already seen. You're left staring at the flight map, watching the tiny plane icon inch across the screen. It's a special kind of travel purgatory, so plan ahead. Before you leave, download generously. Get 2 or 3 movies, a full season of a show, a few long-form podcasts, or an audiobook. Variety is your best friend. And as a final backup, throw a physical book in your bag, no batteries required, and bring your own headphones, preferably noise-cancelling ones. They'll block out engine hum and create a peaceful oasis. Finally, your tech is useless without power. Carry a fully charged power bank with at least a 10,000 mAh capacity, and make sure you have cables for both USB-C and USB-A because you never know which port your plane will have. It's the ultimate insurance against boredom. Tip 6. Sleep in economy. Sleep is the holy grail of long-haul flights. It's your #1 weapon against jet lag. Getting even 3 or 4 hours of solid rest helps your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm, begin adjusting to your new time zone. It can transform the way you feel when you land, turning a groggy arrival into a productive first day. But most passengers fail at this. They stay on their home time zone, nodding off randomly. They try to sleep upright without proper neck support, waking every 20 minutes with a stiff neck. Others drink alcohol, hoping it will knock them out. While it might make you drowsy, alcohol actually fragments your sleep and suppresses the restorative REM stage. The same goes for caffeine. Avoid it for at least 6 hours before you plan to sleep. You'll wake up groggy, dehydrated, and restless. So here's the pro strategy. As soon as you board, set your watch to your destination's time. Train your brain to shift early. Then, when it's nighttime there, create a sleep environment. Use an eye mask, earplugs or noise-cancelling headphones, and most importantly, a pillow that actually supports your neck and prevents the dreaded head bob. There are many types, from inflatable to memory foam. Find what works for you. Don't chase a perfect 8 hours. Just aim for one solid block of 3 or 4 hours. That strategic rest is enough to transform your trip. Now, before we get into the next 3 tips that can literally save you hours of discomfort and transform your arrival experience, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button. I'm always sharing deep dive travel guides designed to help you fly smarter, not harder, and arrive feeling refreshed and ready to explore. You won't want to miss what's coming up. Tip 7. Dress smart. Airplane cabins are notoriously unpredictable. The air circulation is always changing, and your body temperature fluctuates wildly when you're sitting still for hours. The biggest mistake is prioritizing fashion over function. Those stylishly tight jeans aren't just uncomfortable. They can dangerously restrict blood flow, increasing the risk of deep vein thrombosis or DVT. Bulky, non-breathable hoodies will make you feel cozy at first, but they trap heat, leaving you clammy and gross. And complex lace-up shoes are a nightmare for security and in-flight comfort. The solution is strategic, breathable layers. Start with a base of natural fibers like cotton or merino wool. Add an easily removable zip-up hoodie or a cardigan. My secret weapon is always a large scarf. It can be a blanket, a lumbar pillow, or even a privacy screen. For your feet, comfortable slip-on shoes are non-negotiable. And here's the real pro tip: wear compression socks. They are an absolute game changer for promoting circulation, gently squeezing your legs to keep blood from pooling. This simple act prevents those dreaded swollen ankles and leaves your legs feeling surprisingly fresh after hours in the air. Tip 8. Recover like a pro after landing. The first few hours after you land will make or break your battle with jet lag. It's all about resetting your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm. The most common mistake? Heading straight to the hotel for a long nap in a dark room. This is like hitting the snooze button on your old time zone, making the adjustment so much harder. Others eat a huge, heavy meal that sends them into a food coma. Here's the pro move. If you land during the day, get outside for at least 20-30 minutes of direct sunlight as soon as possible. Sunlight is the most powerful signal to tell your brain to wake up and adapt. Take a brisk walk to get your blood flowing after being cramped for hours. Another great trick is a quick, cool shower. It's incredibly refreshing and helps wash away that stale airplane feeling, signaling a fresh start in your new time zone. Hydrate relentlessly with water, but avoid caffeine late in the day and alcohol, as both will wreck your sleep quality. For your first meal, choose something light and nutritious, like a fresh salad or grilled fish. If you land at night, do the opposite. Avoid bright screens, have a small, sleep-promoting snack, and get to bed at a reasonable local time. Tip 9. Master your mindset. This is the most overlooked yet most powerful tip of all. Your mindset literally shapes your physical experience of the flight. So many travelers board the plane already stressed, mentally preparing for a miserable few hours. Because of that negative expectation, their brain actively seeks out evidence to prove it right. Every normal cabin noise becomes an irritation. Every minor bump feels like a catastrophe, and the flight drags on endlessly. Here's how you flip the script. The night before, take 5 minutes to visualize your travel day going smoothly. See yourself moving calmly through the airport and settling into your seat with a smile. This simple mental rehearsal primes you for a positive experience. Then reframe the flight itself. It's not wasted time. It's a forced digital detox, a rare chance in our modern world to be completely unreachable. Load up your devices with podcasts, an audiobook, or a meditation app. Use the time to journal, sketch, or plan the first amazing day of your trip. Learn to embrace things you can't control, like delays, as bonus reading time. When you treat the flight as a gift of personal time, it transforms from an ordeal into an oasis. So there you have it, 9 must-know tips to survive long flights in 2025. From choosing the right seat to packing smarter, staying hydrated, moving your body, keeping entertained, sleeping in economy, dressing comfortably, recovering after you land, and finally shifting your mindset. Each one can transform the way you experience long-haul travel. Now I want to hear from you. What's your #1 survival hack for long flights? Share it in the comments below, because your tip might save someone else's trip. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and share it with a fellow traveler. Thanks for watching, and safe travels wherever you're headed.